Hi guys, I'm Stephanie and you're watching my channel MySteppiness, and today on my series of Back to Basics I am going to show you guys how I contour my face. I'm just going to be using my MAC Mineralize Skin Finish powder in Dark Deep, and it's a really dark bronzer that I usually use on guys or tanner skin tones, but I thought if I use a darker one it would come out on camera a lot easier. This is the one from Sigma. This is the large angle contour F40 face brush, and this is my trusty go-to contour and blush brush to create that slimmer looking face. So yeah, without further ado, if you want to know how I contour my face, then stay tuned. Taking my contour bronzer, you can use any bronzer that you have that's about 2 tones darker than your skin would be recommended, and just tap the excess off. What I'm showing you now is going to be a little more thick than usual, than what I usually apply, because I just wanted it to show up a lot easier on camera. So basically I'm going to draw a C shape from the temple of my forehead down to my jawline here, and I'm going to do the fish face to help me see where I have to apply it to the hollows of my cheekbones here, so it's a lot easier. So just do this and apply it here along the hollows of those cheekbones and up to the temples of your foreheads. And you can see this very obvious C shape from here all the way down here. So it's very thick right now, it's very obvious, but if you can see just by this thickness, you can see how it already makes this area of my face look a lot more slimmer than this side of my face without any contour being done at all. You can see that my cheekbones are a lot more defined as compared to this side where you can't really see any, and that's because there's that shadow effect under my cheekbones right now. So now I'm just going to blend everything out. So just blend lightly downwards. So there are no harsh marks and no harsh lines. I'm going to leave it like that for a while, and I'm going to apply some blush over my cheekbones as well as highlight, so you can see how this contour, blush and highlight area of my face looks as compared to this side. With my Sephora pink blush, I'm just going to again apply a generous amount of this. So I'm just going to smile and just sweep this into the apples of my cheeks up to my ears. And then now I'm going to highlight the area under my eyes, at the top of my cheekbones, as well as this half of my forehead here. And to do this, I'm going to use my favorite Chanel highlighting powder, and this is the Spring Collection Illuminating powder. I'm using my Sigma Tapered Face F25 brush to do this. A lot of the product. I'm just going to look up and dab this on. Sweeping it all the way up to my temples. And this is a great brush for contouring and highlighting. And then same thing, I'm going to highlight this area of my forehead, just the center, such that it blends into the earlier contour just now, just a little bit more so it shows up a bit more on camera. I absolutely love this highlighter powder. And you can see how my face looks a lot more defined now, with the jawline being bronzed up, the cheekbones being rouged up, and the under eye area being highlighted. So this is usually how in segments, you would do a basic contour, blush, and highlighter on your face. I'm just going to take my powder brush and just a clean one will do, and just blend everything out so it doesn't look so harsh right now. But you can see from the harshness, it has highlighted this side of my face a lot more definedly than this side where there's no makeup on it at all. So I'm just going to blend everything together. Voila! Now that everything is nicely blended, you don't see any more harsh lines on my face, and you can see that my face, this side, has a lot of natural glow to it as well as a natural shadow on the side, so it looks a lot slimmer on this side as compared to this side. So now I'm just going to do the same thing to the other side of my face to show you how the final look looks after contouring my face. So now I've done both sides of my face. You can see how contouring and highlighting actually does help a lot in making your face look slimmer and more youthful looking. It really depends on what type of face you have. If you have a more round face, then you might want to keep the contouring just to the hollows of your cheekbones instead of blending it down to your jawline. So it really depends. If you have a very narrow forehead, then maybe you don't want to contour too much at the temples because you don't have to. But I pretty much have a round oval face, so I do contour all over my face, following the 3C shapes here. So yep, I'm now going to show you how I contour my nose, and this is really important because especially for most Asian girls, we don't have very high nose bridges, so it's not very defined, and we have really huge bases as our nose. Does that make sense? Huge nostrils? Okay, that sounds wrong. But yeah, I'm going to show you how I usually contour my nose, and don't be alarmed, it might look a little bit more thick and less natural looking, but I just wanted to show you exactly how it would turn out on camera. So to do this contouring of the nose area, I'm going to be using my trusty Sonia Kashuk Instructional Eye Palette, and these are the neutral shades. This is the Eye on Neutral O2 palette. I'm just going to be using this Sigma Tapered Fluffy Blending Brush, the E40, to do all my contouring. So first you want to see where you want to contour your nose area to create that higher bridge effect. So from the start of your eyebrows here, you want to draw that imaginary line down your nose bridge all the way to the middle of your nostril here. So this area where there's that hollow socket between your nostrils is where you want to end up contouring. So from your eyebrows all the way down here. So just taking a light brown shade that's 2 shades darker than your skin tone, I'm just going to take this color here and just load it up on my brush and just draw that line down all the way down here. If you can see, there's a very distinct shadow line down here already as opposed to this side, so I'm just going to fill this in as well. Again, from the tip of your eyebrow, just lightly strokes all the way down to the center of your nostrils. So don't apply too much pressure, just do it lightly. And you can use your 4th finger to do it as well if you don't have a brush. That works as well. So you can see how I have drawn 2 very distinct lines on my nose now, and this is to just add more shadow to the depths of the hollows of your nose area at the sides of your nose to outline your nose. And now I'm just going to highlight the center portion of the nose using this white shade here. Just from the top of your forehead down your nose. And you can use a normal shimmery highlighter as well, but because my nose is normally quite oily, I usually go for a matte contouring instead of a shiny highlight. So just to make it a little more obvious, I'm going to just apply a lot more on the nose bridge and down. And the trick to contouring the inner parts is to just press your brush like that, and then taking a little bit of the brown earlier, just move inwards like this, as if you're drawing a V shape downwards. And this is how your nose looks a lot sharper. If you can see, my nose already does look a lot sharper than usual. So now I'm not gonna just leave it like that, because you're gonna look weird going out like that, you know, with two lines and a white stroke down the center of your nose. Take my powder brush and just powder everything down and blend it out. So just press your powder brush and just blend it down. And we are done with the contouring. So you can see how different my face looks now. I'm going to show you a half-half on how my face looked before this contouring and now how it looks like after. And you can see that there is a huge difference in how I look. My face was a lot less defined, and now it's a lot more colorful, a lot more defined. It has a lot more highlight to it. My features, my nose looks a lot sharper than it used to, and I can guarantee you that if you take any photos with this contouring, you will look a lot sharper and a lot more defined in your photos. You realize that your features come out a lot more, and this is not considered putting heavy makeup at all. This is actually considered just defining your looks a lot more than usual, and just highlighting the features on your face. I think that contouring, blush, and highlighting your face is really important in makeup, and it really helps you to keep your face looking natural looking, but yet a lot more defined. So I hope you guys found this tutorial helpful, and do leave me comments below if you would like to see any more back to basics and how-tos. And yep, I'll see you again soon with more videos. Bye!